What's going on, Pi holders? And I'm back with yet another update for you. Today, we've got some critical updates, an event that could shake the crypto markets in a big way. The Federal Reserve's FOMC meeting is happening, and this could be the turning point that finally pushes the markets into a full-blown bull run. Now, before we dive in, remember, this is never financial advice. I'm just sharing the plays that I'm in, giving you insight into my perspective. If you're new here, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so more people can discover the Pi community, and consider subscribing to stay informed. Alright, let's get into it. Pi coin has unfortunately retraced back to its support level after the much-anticipated Binance listing on March 14th. Pi Day didn't happen. The hype was real. Investors were banking on that catalyst, hoping for a quick pump to a new all-time high.
I'm Jason Yanowitz. I'm one of the co-founders of Blockworks. In about 30 seconds, a bit of a historic moment. The President of the United States is going to address the Digital Asset Summit. This is the first time in history that a sitting president has addressed a crypto conference. I know everyone has their phones out, but please give a massive round of applause. Help me welcome the President of the United States.
A very big hello to everyone at the Blockworks Digital Assets Summit. It's an honor to speak with you about how the United States is going to dominate crypto and the next generation of financial technologies. And it's not going to be easy, but we're way ahead. Just 2 weeks ago, we hosted the first ever White House Digital Asset Summit, bringing together many of the world's top leaders in crypto for a conversation led by our White House AI and crypto czar David Sachs, who's a fantastic and very brilliant guy. That same week, I signed an order creating the brand new strategic Bitcoin reserve and a U.S. digital asset stockpile, which will allow the federal government to maximize the value of its holdings instead of foolishly selling them for a fraction of their long-term value, which is exactly what Biden did. He got a fraction of their value. We're ending the last administration's regulatory war on crypto and Bitcoin, and that includes stopping the lawless Operation Choke Point 2.0. Operation Choke Point went beyond regulation, and I mean far beyond. It was a form of lawfare through government weaponization. Frankly, it was a disgrace. But as of January 20th, 2025, all of that is over. I've also called on Congress to pass landmark legislation creating simple, common-sense rules for stablecoins and market structure. With the right legal framework, institutions large and small will be liberated to invest, innovate, and take part in one of the most exciting technological revolutions in modern history. It's so big, it's, I think, as big as you can get. Pioneers like you will be able to improve our banking and payment system and promote greater privacy, safety, security, and wealth for American consumers and businesses alike. You will unleash an explosion of economic growth, and with the dollar-backed stablecoins, you'll help expand the dominance of the U.S. dollar, and many, many years to come, it'll be at the top, and that's where we want to keep it. We only want to keep it at the top, always. I can already see that the energy and passion of the crypto community is the kind of spirit that built our country, and it is exciting to watch as you invent the future of finance. And right here, it's going to be right here in the USA, the good old USA. Together, we will make America the undisputed Bitcoin superpower and the crypto capital of the world. Thank you. Good luck. God bless America.
But when the listing didn't come through, many of those speculative buyers panicked and sold at a loss, pushing Pi back down to its current support at $1.30. There's a chance we dip further to $1.22, but hear me out, I'm not worried. Here's why. I don't see Pi as a short-term trade. This is something I want to accumulate over the next few years. Even if you're not in it for the long haul, holding for weeks or months could still bring you double or even triple-digit green days. We've seen what bullish momentum can do. Pi ran from $1.50 to $3 in a single push. Right now, we're consolidating, forming a solid bull flag, and waiting for the next breakout. For those who follow technical analysis, you can see it yourself. We've been in a downward trend, trading below the 10-day and 20-day moving averages. But this is normal for a new token like Pi. Many people were trading IOUs before Pi even hit its mainnet. So this price action is part of its natural development. The key is watching for that breakout. Once we break out of this descending wedge, it could be the start of something huge. Now let's talk macro. The broader crypto market is consolidating as well. Bitcoin is holding at $84,000, Ethereum over $1,900, and Solana hitting $128. Pi has dropped in ranking, falling from 11th place to 12th, but it's still maintaining a strong $9.2 billion valuation. That tells me one thing: when the market flips bullish, Pi is in a prime position to rally hard. And here's the kicker: Pi has never seen an official bull market yet. Since its launch, it has only experienced bearish or sideways conditions. But that could change very soon. So, what should we expect from the March Fed meeting? If you're new to this, let me break it down. The U.S. Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, is set to meet on March 18th to 19th to discuss monetary policy. Market expectations suggest they will keep interest rates unchanged at 4.25% to 4.5%. Why does this matter? Because interest rates dictate how much liquidity is in the market. High rates make borrowing expensive, which slows down the economy and makes investors risk-averse. Low rates, on the other hand, encourage spending and investing, aka bullish for crypto. Right now, the market is pricing in a very slim chance of a rate cut in March. But all it takes is one hint from Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, for things to shift. If he signals that rate cuts are coming sooner than expected, we could see an immediate market rally. The Federal Reserve has been working to bring inflation down to 2%, and while we're not quite there yet, Powell did say in February that he'd be happy to see progress toward that goal. If his tone shifts from hawkish tightening policy to dovish easing policy, then get ready. This market is about to take off. We've already seen some major corrections. Bitcoin dropped from $109,000 to $77,000, a 30% correction. Stocks have also pulled back, and real estate has slowed due to high interest rates. But all of this points to one thing: the pivot is near. Once the Fed starts easing, money will flow back into risk assets like crypto, pushing everything higher. And Picoin, sitting in the top 15 cryptos, is perfectly positioned for takeoff. Now let's talk about something important: the role we, as investors, play in shaping the market.